Hello, my name's Jason and welcome to another episode of me painting again, although this time it's a challenge episode. We've got the Collaborators up again, we're all doing a painting, and this time Larry sent us an interesting picture of a very old wooden school. The oldest wooden school, no, the oldest wooden school house in the USA. In Florida. I just read that off the sign on it. I've printed a picture out of it, and yeah, so the usual collaborators, Larry, it's his challenge, Brandon and Clive and me, we're all doing a painting, and we'll do our take on it. You'll find everyone's paintings are different, and we probably choose different angles. But let's get started. My palette of colours, what have I got? I've got raw umber, black, yellow ochre, cadmium red, and the two blues that I use, Cerulean Blue and Ultramarine Blue. And I have already got some new brushes. They're only the daily rounded graduate brushes, but I do like them, and they're only like £2 each. They've got nice long handles. Anyway, so what I've got here is a canvas panel, and using this sneaky little method, I used a bit of charcoal and I rubbed the back of the picture, and then I put it on I masking taped that onto this panel, and then I just drew over the image to get the picture on there. And the reason I did that is I was considering drawing it. This is what I usually do. I usually draw everything, and then I thought, this house has too many measurements to do, and I felt a bit lazy. I wanted to get on with the painting side, so I just did it this way. And I have to say, professional artists do this method, and yeah, are they cheats, or are they just using what's available? The way I see it is, if you do drawings, you do a lot of drawings, then I wouldn't worry too much about tracing now and then. If you don't do any drawings, then, and you only trace, well, you ain't gonna get any better. And that's what you want to be getting better at drawing. So I'm putting some raw umber and some black in here together. I was sort of looking at the main wood, and I was like, it looks very raw umbery, raw umbery and greyish looking. So I thought I'll mix that colour as my mid-tone. But I'm thinking, as I'm looking, I need to keep these lines that I nicely traced in with my bit of charcoal. Oh, by the way, I used some finishing spray to stop the charcoal from moving around anymore, so we can paint on it as well. FYI. So let's start throwing some paint down. I've missed some of the lines out, which is a bit annoying. Supposed to be making this easier for myself. I might do the darks first. I'm looking at it thinking, yeah, because it's got quite a lot of dark line. What would be good is to have a sharp brush. It's one of my new ones. Another graduate one, a flat wash brush. Maybe it's a watercolour brush. I didn't actually look, I just thought, it feels nice. I like that one. So I'm going to put some some black and brown on the brush, and then I'm making my brush, because it's nice and flat, got a nice chisel edge. So then what I can do with that chiseled edge is I can go along these lines. Just going along. Now if you wanted these lines to be perfect, then there's a little trick that you can do, and it's called get someone else to do it. No, it's called it's this. You take the canvas and you turn it like that, and then you just paint downwards like that. It's a lot easier. But I've already stuck it down on the board. I'm losing this one. I'm losing it. I do like these old boards. There's windowsill here. Some dark there. The wood panel there. And there's that light piece of wood there, so we didn't need to bother too much about that. Then we've got these lines. Yeah, what I've done in the past when I've had to do straight lines is I've done my painting and then I waited for my painting to dry, which, you know, like acrylics, you wait for it to dry, and then I would mix a paint, a very oily paint, and then I would use a liner brush, and I'd put something like an old rag or something on the painting, and then I'd draw in the lines really precisely. And I've done that a few times when I've painted rigging on boats. Maybe I'll have to do a video on it, because when you see it and then you'll be like, oh yeah, and then you can do it. I've got the window open, so expect noise. Hopefully, with any luck, I'll miss the ice cream van today. Yeah, get that line along there. There we go. So I hope you've been enjoying my free colour challenges. I enjoy them. Just because then there's no strictness like this. I am being a bit more strict about my painting, and I'm disappearing off the camera all the time because I'm getting right in there. Because when I do detail, I do that. Get right in there. Be one with the painting. like a bowler, you see, when they're bowling, they're 10-pin bowling, they get really close to their bowling ball and then they throw it. They're connecting to it. They're removing the separation of them and the ball. That's what I think anyway. Oh, I didn't do the lines here. We'll have to fudge them a bit. Yeah, it's sort of like that angle. It's quite dark over here as well. Okay, getting the lines in there. I'd be interested to see how the other people have done, other artists, because we're all different. We all paint in a unique way, and you will as well, and you come up with your own ways to do things. Beep, beep. I'll do for that. Probably end up covering half of that. But anyway, let's carry on, let's carry on. Let's keep going. I'm just getting used to this brush. I've not used this brush before. So if this doesn't work and it looks rubbish, it's because of the brush. No, I would never blame my tools. Honest. Try and get this line there. Oakley dokley, what have we got? Yeah, that's looking alright. I'm thinking, wow, we've got some dark this window bit. There is someone in that window. It's one of the teachers. Still teaching in there. Like a horror story where the teacher can't escape and they're there forever. Alright, let's have a look. I'm looking. What needs darkening? It's a bit annoying that this is missed. Let's just guesstimate it about there. So my other pictures that I've done for these challenges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've usually done impressionism, but today I felt like something different. I felt like I wanted to try and capture something. I think that window's bigger than that. No, it's about right. Yeah, it's about there. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I thought this time I would try and capture the picture, do something similar at least. At least when you look at it, it looks similar. Gone for a little bit lighter brown to do the top part of that door. Just the shadows. I do have this inner need to do impressionism for some reason, and I look and I'm like, oh, I could just throw some colour in there. and I'm going to try and fight that in this one, try and be a bit more strict. Okay, what we got going, let's get a bit lighter. I want a sort of middle in between the two, like that. And then I can start. Ooh, that was so wiggly. Okay, so I want that to be like that. Got water. It'll be alright. I haven't used that much paint yet, so it'll be alright. Right, let's start filling in this wood. Now what I'm thinking is, if I sort of go along like this, maybe go a little bit lighter. think there's a bit of red in it as well. Yeah, it looked quite nice with that bit of red. See, I'm battling to try and stop myself from going too impressionistic. But I can see colour. So we don't want to fight what we can see. We just want to fight the need to splash colour everywhere. It's been really hot in the UK recently. It's pretty hot at the moment. So I've been like putting this painting off a bit, waiting for it to cool down a bit. But it's not cooling down, not yet. So I thought, you know, it's time to time to get going, time to crack on with it. I did think to myself, I thought, you know, if I was going to paint this, if I was out and about, and I had my easel, I'd probably block in the whole thing first. Like I'd block in the whole thing brown, like that sort of lightish brown. And then I would insert the lights and darks afterwards. But I thought it might be easier to do it this way. We'll see. It's a good idea to go in between colours. Like, I'll go a little bit lighter. I'll put a little bit of lighter on the board. And then I'll say I'll go into another. What do I want? I think I want a bit of burnt sienna. I want a towel that's getting roasting in here. The lights I use and the cameras and everything, they don't give off that much heat really. I did have a fan running, but I turned it off because it's a bit noisy. Anyway, let's just carry on painting. Let's fill in all these gaps. Just going through different areas, a little bit of dark, a little bit of light. Okay, just gonna sit back, have a look. Something I'm not doing, I've just realised, is I'm not pulling my brush very well. What I like to do is paint in the way the board is, so the boards go this way a little bit, so that should be the way that my brush strokes are. Some more of that Sienna. No, I'm not doing these colours exactly the same as the wood, but it's close. It's pretty close. It's just a bit time consuming. But it's good to see different ways to do it. What they say, there's many ways to skin a cat. Can't say I've ever used any of them, but okay, swimming, filling in. Oh, this is falling down. My hair is so sweaty that the headphones are falling off. It's fine. It's fine. It's all in the mind. It's not really that hot, really. It's just in the mind. Quoting this video I saw the other day, and this girl goes, it's not that hot, and he's like, well, what do you mean it's not that hot? And she goes, well, it's hot, but it's not that hot when you think about it. And he was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, if you think about it, it's only 30 degrees, and there's like another 330 degrees on the 360 degrees scale. I thought that was brilliant. So if you go by her logic, it's not that hot. See, in the UK, so used to the rainy weather, the cold, grey skies. Nah, it's not that bad. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just sit back. Does this look like a building or what? Okay, I'm going too slow, so let's start speeding up a bit. Let's do this door. Looks kind of a greyish colour. Let's block it in with this greyish brown. Finishes there. Let's get some dark. Put some of these. I can put some of these back in these dark areas. I lost some anyway. Anyway, don't get sidetracked. Don't get sidetracked. Carry on. Carry on painting. It's easy to get sidetracked and start working on detail when you shouldn't be. It's got a bit of a blueness to that. I'm going to throw this blue in there. So yeah, I get that. I get like a feeling of colour, and it's not really that blue, but it's got a hint of it. And then that's it now. I start seeing it and I'm like, I can't not put it in now. Oh well. We try. It's just, it's part of me now. It's the way I paint. I see colour. I see colour walking around like regular people. When do you see them? I see colour all the time. Can even put it in with a shadow. Yeah. Actually, it's bringing it to life more, to be fair. Maybe I've got something there. Maybe that's a good thing. Okay, I just looked at my time. I need a quick drink. I've almost done half an hour. It's not very. I haven't done really that much really for half an hour, have I? Well, I kind of have, and kind of haven't. I'm just going to get some of this yellow ochre and white and put in this wood. There's a hair stuck in it then. Where's that hair? There we go, nice yellow ochre piece of wood there. Oh, actually, while we've got that yellow ochre on the brush, there's some in the door. And the white bit. I'll do. No, I just want to put a line around that. Okay. I'll do. Just getting the angle right. God. Forget it. Keep moving. And let's see how easy it is to get bogged down. It's so easy. You think to yourself, all this needs doing. But you really should be thinking full picture. Okay, it's probably a little bit too long, that one. But that's easy to rectify. you think this is too long, then you just bring the board up like that. Some more dark again. Sorry, I went quiet then. Alright, what we got? What have we got? Got this that needs darkening under there. Got these bits quite dull. Yeah. Sit back, have a look. Probably be good to get this ground in, and then we can see things a bit better. And what colour is that? It's sort of a yellowy grey, maybe. No, that's way too bright. Darken that a bit. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not the same, but I quite like it. And it goes to about to that window about there, and then it gets lighter. Nearly dipped into my drink then. So when you're choosing colour, you've got choices, because you can either go with what the picture is, as in what's on your reference, or you can go, well, that's alright, I quite like that, and just go with that. Depending on whether you're doing a commission or not. When it's a commission, I tend to try and keep it as accurate as possible. But if it's just a bit of fun, then you can do what you like. So I'm going to bring this light and dark together here. More lighter. Yeah, when I first started painting, I thought it was really what am I trying to say? It was really complex what you're trying to do. But what you're actually trying to do is simple. You're trying to create a illusion of 3 dimensions in a 2-dimensional space, but you're doing that by just throwing paint down. So the actual act of throwing paint down is simple, really. It's just putting it in the right place and putting the right amount, making choices. I'm okay with that. I have gone into a colour that's very similar to the fence. I'm going to put a little grill in there. Oh, it's the other way. It's like that. There's another one, let's put that in there. And then there's a concrete line. Messed up there, messed up. Get a bit of white. Let's go over it. Oh no. A bit more of the dark, and then I can create that. Into black and white together then. Works alright if you're doing a rock. But I don't want to do it with this. I want this dark there. I want to separate this building from concrete. Okay, what do I feel I could do now? I think I could fill this in. And with this one, the flag there as well. I'm not going to go too detailed with it because it's not the old school. It's just a building, so it doesn't need to be in focus. So I'll just put a bit of paint there. Look at the angle, it's like that. There. Something like that. Throw that paint in. Oops. Okay, let's have a look. Always sitting back having a look. Having a look. See what you've done. Thinking, is that alright? While I've got this dark, I might start putting it down here. Go a bit lighter. It's actually quite dark. Let's just fill it in. It is really dark on that side, so there's no point in tiptoeing around it. Just put it in. And I'm gonna exaggerate this a bit by making it lighter. And we can get some dark. Use that flat edge to create that. Whoops! Goes the reference picture. Okay, and then I can. Shall I put that in? Shall I put that in? Yeah, let's start building things up. Some of this blue. We'll have a bit of blue there. More cerulean in it. Bit there. A little bit in there. A little bit in there. A bit of white. So we're kind of going to build up the whole picture now. We've spent a fair bit of time messing around, really. Now it's time to get things going. And a bit there as well. Quite like it being light here. Yeah. Didn't want to do that. Put some brown in it now. So I'll grab some blue. Get rid of it. Okay. I'll sit back again, have a look. I'll think about now. It'd be good to have like greenery. I've got Sap Green. I just got it. I bought it because I wanted some more colours in my 3-colour challenge bag. So I've got Sap Green now. Woohoo! Exciting stuff. Got a few more colours in my 3-colour challenge ready. So I've got a bush. Just using Sap Green. Got paint on my finger. Never ran out of baby wipes. Sad times. Need to get some more. Just going to put a bit of tape behind my canvas board. I did have some on there, but these panels, canvas panels, they're not as sturdy as the boards that I usually use. Anyway, I can't do that. Put a bit of blue in with it. I like that, yeah, I like that. Let's have a bit on this side as well. I don't like it when the colour goes lighter because of the blue that I've put on there. It's ruining it. Yeah, let's sit back, have a look. There is a bit of a tree here. And there's an anchor as well. Don't know if I'm going to put the anchor in. I'll just put some, don't know. Let's get some of that yellowy stuff. Just a bit of the yellow ochre. Just thought it'd be good to add a bit of highlight here and there. Bit of blue in that. And there's another plant of sorts there. And there's some weird stand thing there as well. Don't know what that is. Oh well, let's just do that. And get some of this light stuff and do that. Bit of fudging, Let's get some more of the green and blue. More of the green and blue, and let's put some more of these tree things. Tree things. Oh, leaves. More leaves. More leaves. Let's make them darker than that one so that comes out. So if you notice when I'm doing this, I've said this in a few of my videos, but I'll say it again. It might be the first one you've seen. I always add movement in my strokes. There's a difference between doing this and just filling it in like that. Honestly. It's only a minor difference, but there's a difference all the same. Right, let us get some of this brown and white. We go sort of a light browny colour for some of the branches, which are like around this area. I'm just going to make them up, I'm not going to do them the same really. And then we can do some darker ones. And then over this side we'll just stick a few indications of a few branches as well. Something like that. Let's sit back and have a look again. Oh, it was alright. And I'm going to grab some of the green. I'm going to put a bit of that over that one. Yeah, okay. So, roof. The roof is sort of a pinky purpley colour. So I'm thinking red and blue. So we need more red. Yeah, we need more red. We need more blue. You know what, we might as well put that fence in while we're at it. Before we move on a bit, let's get that fence in the background there. This one here. It's got a bit of a greenness to it actually. Bit of greeny. Let's get some more green. Something like that. Okay. I'm just bringing that into the tree and then into here. It's quite loose. And I'm going to make that dark bit there. And then I can put some like indications of board. Okay, let's have another look. I kind of feel like I should put that in. When I say that, I mean anchor. There, kind of there. Boink, boink, boink. Boink, boink, boink. Wow, my anchor's big. Oh dear. Let's anchor this painting down. Yes, huge anchor. A bit darker underneath there. I'm going to roughen it up a bit as well, just by dotting it. It needs more dark. Something like that. It's too big and it's too angled. It's not right at all, but not too fussed because I just wanted the anchor there now. I just thought it's got to be there. And now I'm going to wipe this brush. Get some blue and red. Need some more white. More white. Actually, that's pretty close. Let's just put some in here. Colour there. Colour along here. Blue, red and white, blue, red and white. Just throwing it in now. Looking at the time, thinking, it's a long one. It's a long one. Gonna bore you to tears with this one. Hopefully you'll get something out of it. I don't mind long videos when, in fact, personally I like them, because what do you get on YouTube? Mostly speed paintings. So that's why my channel's better. No, speed paintings are good as well. It's just, I always think of it as for learning. Some people learn off speed painting, some people need to see it step by step. I'm one of those people when I'm learning, I need to see it step by step, so that's just the way I think. So that's the way I do it. Because I'd be thinking if I was watching it, I would want to see it all painted rather than just a bit. Because if it's just a bit, in my mind I'm only learning just a bit. I'm very simple. I noticed this bit was darker, so about there. It's done well, this old skull to stand up for such a long time, considering it's made out of wood. Right, now then, what do we do? Oh god, not a good impression to do. Yeah, what do we do now? Let's do this bit. Bit dark under there. Thinking how am I going to get this effect now, so what I might do is just throw in some marks and see if we can fudge it like without painting in every single tile. Remember the angles, remember the angles, remember the angles. What's that look like? Looking at each picture going, what does mine look like? Does it look alright? Does it look like it needs something more? Does it? It needs a lot more, I have to say. But we've got to think about what the time we want to be sort of. I do like this brush. It's helping me out no end. Yeah, so that'll do for now. Oh, actually, it won't do for now because I need to do that bit. Okay, let's get some of this dark. Put that in. Okay, now, yeah, this colour looks good. That bit. Okay. I've got this as well. Chimney. Pretty easy really. Light on one side, dark on the other. And that's kind of exaggerated the darkness really. Just wipe this. Wipe my brush. Wiping my brush. Go back into this lighter colour. That chimney's a bit big. This dirty grey looks good. I want it to do this. The lead. Oh, there's a bit of lead there. Get some of this again and just bring that in. Bit of dark. Bring some of this blue over here. Okay, something like that. There's a bit of a curtain hole there. I'm going to go with this colour. It's green, sort of a greeny colour. I'm gonna just put that in there where the curtain is. Okay, sitting back. Whew. Notice this roof needs doing. Just throw a roof in like that. Right, now I'm going to carry on with this wood. And to do this bit. Bit of white, just to lighten it. This piece here. Sit back, have a look. Just going for it now. So this is another way of doing it, I was thinking, is you could put in a dark area and then just sort of throw in some lighter bits like that. Gonna make a sort of a grey and let's throw this in. Sometimes I like to mix like this, just sort of do that and then I've got my colour up. And I can use that colour there as well. I'm going to leave that as the window, like that. Just like a bluey colour. I'll do. Okay, now we've got a post. I want that in there. So this post is here. Can I use this dark anywhere? Just throwing it in. There's that person in there as well. Let's throw that in. Need to redo that bit. I lost the person. No, I'll do. Otherwise it'll take too long. Right, let's fill this in. Darker. A shadow there would be good. Shadow. Go there. It's a bit of a drain there. But all these little things, when you've got like loads of time, you can spend time doing things like this. Yeah. The first part you're blocking everything, trying to get everything there, and the next part is like this when you start going, oh, I want like windows. I need to start filling in these gaps as well. Went for speed there. Actually running out of the dark, so I might have to get some more paint. Yeah. Okay. I don't mind some of these white areas because it does give it a bit of life, but I don't want it to be too light. Okay, let's get that sign in. It's like a green sign there. I haven't got a magnifying glass, so I can't do the little letters. So what I'll do is I'll just like indicate there's something written on it. Okay, sitting back, having a look at what we need to improve on. Let's get a bit of sunlight and start. Sunlight. I think there'll be a bit of sunlight catching these curtains in there. There's a bit of light in there. That wood's sort of bluey. Okay. Now I'm running out of room on my palette, so I'm going to have to scrape some area off. That's a bit better. I'm noticing things now. This is the stage I like because it's all basically there, and then I can start looking at things like the shadows. There's a bit of a snorkel there. No, I don't know what it is. And you can start breaking areas up like that. It's too the same. Any area that's blowing too much light, and get rid of it. Okay, that's coming together a bit better now. Throw in a few little marks. They're a little bit too bright, so I'll just give them a bit more of a tug. Yeah, it's better. A bit of blue just to make it a bit more obvious that that's in shadow there. We can do that in here as well. Okay, now what was we doing? Getting to get a bit of white, weren't we? What I want to do is the flag. So that pole. How not to do it. There we've got a bit of a flag, and a flag pole. There's a sign there. Anyway, so now I need a bit of red. I put a touch of blue in that. So I've got a bit of red there, a bit of red there, a bit of red there, and a little bit there. There we go. And then we've got a bit of blue here. Let's move some of this green around it, maybe. So we want that to pop out of that flag, so if we go darker around it, it should help it come forward a bit. And that flagpole, yeah, let's get some pure brown. Let's let's do this. That way it does the same with that flagpole. Okay, having a look at it, need to think about what could be improved, and I can see many a thing I could improve. One thing especially is this. I can see like that angle. I'm not worried about the bit that went through, because I can hide that. I just wanted to improve the angle of that. Right, that's what's wrong. What is wrong? That's wrong. It's too bright. That needs darkening there. And that needs darkening there. We've lost a bit of dark. Underneath there. Okay, it's a bit better. Make it more obvious, maybe. See how that looks. Yeah, looks okay. I feel like I can improve things on the roof because it hasn't got like the yeah. And there's a bit of a window there that you can just about notice. And there's a touch of light there. And just to separate it, I'll put a bit there. Allow it to mix with the brown, just so it's not too bright. And then I want to do a little bit here. Yeah, something like that. I mean, honestly, I could go on forever and ever with paintings like this. But I think it's best. For this one. For this one, it's probably best if we call it and I hope you enjoyed this one. It's quite a challenge actually, quite a challenge for me to do something with more detail than I would go into normally, but it's interesting for people watching. If they want to do something more detailed, then it's good to see, like I was saying. Just steal that dark colour off that brush. I'll just a bit more dark under there. And then we'll call this one, because otherwise I'll be here forever. I can't stop. Yeah. Yeah, so we'll say thanks very much for watching this painting. It's a bit of a beast, and not easy. I've just noticed I've missed the chain. I want to put in a bit of a chain now. How can I not? Just an indication of one. Just get some brown on this little brush, and we'll just sort of go. Where does it go? It goes to here, so it goes blip, blip, blip. And then it goes under, and it goes up to here. And it goes down, goes to my giant anchor, like that. And there's something there as well. Right, anyway. We'll leave that. I don't know what the chimney looks like, we'll just stick that there. Maybe there's more than one chimney pot. Don't know. But anyway, we'll just leave it like that. Oh, it didn't look like that. I can sort of see. Oh well. Who knows? There we go. I'll leave it at that. Okay. Thanks so much for watching this episode. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you at another one. And don't forget to check out the other collaborators' channels and videos. The links are in the description, and it's going to be a good one. It's definitely a challenging one. I found it very challenging, and the more I look at mine, the more I'm like, oh no, that's wrong. And I would spend ages correcting it eventually, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. It's worked out alright, really. Glad I didn't draw it. I'm glad I did the tracing, and yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you at another episode. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you at another one. Cheers, bye.